Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the World Class Championship Wrestling Review Series, and hopefully, we will be back with 1987 related stuff here pretty soon. I should be through 86 here in World Class within the next couple of days, actually. Anyway, we are in May of 1986 in World Class, May 24th to be specific. Not overall a bad show, but definitely some things where it's kind of like, what are you doing? What are you thinking? Are you thinking? For example, the first match, to put a unknown mask guy in there with Mark Youngblood seems like a waste of time and energy. At least to me it does. Maybe some people like that sort of thing. I'm not particularly into the masked guy to fill out a card mentality. It's just not me. But there are people that are into it. Youngblood, though, has been doing well over the past several weeks and months, and so there's good stuff there. Arm drags and basic stuff by Youngblood. The assassin, who there's probably been, I don't know, dozens of assassins in wrestling over the years, does force Youngblood to carry his weight a little bit. Body slam and the like by Youngblood. Youngblood then comes out the back door and manages to, hit some shoulder tackles, really basic stuff, chops and the like. And then we do see the assassin break things down. Black and blue assassin gear, just I don't know. It didn't impress me as overwhelming. It didn't impress me as anything, actually. Anyway, so Youngblood manages to hit several chops. Youngblood then manages to hit quite a few different aggressive maneuvers. Does get a victory in relative basics there. And it is kind of one of those things where you when you have this type of match, and I mean a win with a backslide is not good for, or the attempted win with the backslide, not where most people go, and I mean this match is more of a sign of the weakening of World Class. I mean, going forward, there is good stuff. They actually go to a time limit draw. For some reason, I had written that he wins with the backslide, but I think that was because I was on the phone at the same time I was watching the finish, so that might have had something to do with it. Anyway, the missing link against the Grappler. Grappler has been a major star here for a while, probably since about 5 or 6 months into that run. Missing Link has been here on and off. Link obviously uses the headbutts wherever and whenever he can. Running headbutt. The Grapplers eventually turn into a tag team as we move into the later part of spring, early part of summer. But that's just a peek behind the curtain. I am up to the beginning of August is where my viewing has stopped, and I think I'll get through August today. Anyway, so I mean, the Link leaping around. Link has very limited offensive maneuvers. I've learned this over the last several months of watching the Link, and I mean, I get why they turned him babyface. Certainly something different to do, and in 1986 having a bit of a crazy painted up babyface is a big thing here. So I mean, but the match itself really basic, not the best match. And I just didn't find these guys to have clicked very well. Still kind of surprising to see Sunshine out there with the Link after all these months. I mean, not that they would have abandoned it completely, but I actually was under the impression that Sunshine was not there as long as she was. She's been here now almost the entire run that we've watched all the way through '86, I assume. She'll be there until the beginning of '87. I'm not there yet, but so a 5-year run for a female manager with multiple stars is just really interesting to me. Um, it is kind of there, and Link does get a victory here. We move then to Hollywood John Tatum and Steve Simpson. Simpson, a guy who becomes a more major, I don't know, well, major might be an overstatement, but a more regular star. And Simpson, Missy Hyatt is sent gifts and the like, stuffed animals from somebody. Missy Hyatt, still a major part of the act. I didn't realize that Missy was in world class as long as she is. Tatum says that Simpson pulled his hair. This is not factual. Obviously, he's trying to get extra attention. Tatum goes out to the floor. They break the match down. Very basic, reverse chin lock and the like. And then we kind of see Tatum up and over Simpson with leapfrogs, backdrops, and drop kicks. Basic babyface comeback. And Simpson is a guy who, is trying to get a victory wherever he can. Tatum is on the receiving end of a good bit of offense. They are trying to get Simpson to the next level. That much is clear. Missy Hyatt causes Simpson to fall from the top rope, crotch himself, giving John Tatum the victory. Then we go to the main event, One Man Gang and Rick Rude against Lance Von Erich and Bruiser Brody. Brody, of course, more of a major star than he has been in the last several years, actually. The majority of his run, or a good bit of it, is around the territories, and by '86, many of the territories are drying up. Also, Brody known for burning bridges with promoters when he's not getting paid appropriately. That has another factor to do with it. So that there, plus his Japan stuff. But the Rude and Gang tag team is a bit interesting to dissect a little bit. Von Erich with Brody seems to be a big thing. Lance Von Erich has picked up on Kevin's habit of wearing no shoes or boots when wrestling, so that's kind of interesting. Anyway, Rick Rude comes in, tries a second rope elbow drop, doesn't get what he wants. Von Erich is prepared as a major challenger around the area for a while, and Von Erich is made to look strong enough in the match. Rude does almost get a victory, but has to break the match down into smaller segments with shots of a forearms and the like. Brody and One Man Gang go at it. Brody kicks Gang right in the face, and it looks like $1 million, but I'm sure Brody's laying it in there. Brody and Gang still a potentially long-term program if they wanted to have one, as is Rude if you really think about it. They do go in another direction, though, in the months to come, but at this point, the idea of Bruiser Brody being the world-class world champion is at least a thought. Not one that materializes, I don't think, but it's still a thought. Anyway, Rude tries to break things down, choke Brody out with a front face lock, doesn't get what he wants on that. Match is continuing for several more minutes. Brody and the Gang still going at it, and they're toe to toe right until the very, very end. Rude comes in and hits a shot on Brody from behind. This is actually one of the shorter shows, less than 40 minutes actually in this show. So I always wonder about other forms of advertising going on during those shows. Anyway, a drop kick by Lance Von Erich into the body of one of the heels, leads to a pinfall win for Brody. Percy Pringle flips out over this, but that is the moment of the day, and we continue right after this.